right, welcome everybody to the beautiful, wonderful New York session, and fasten your seatbelts, I guess. Yeah, fasten your seatbelts because the ride is about to be bumpy. Bumpy ride coming up. Bumpy ride coming up over here. All right, let's take a look at this over here. Pop out chat. All right, buddy. So basically, price can only move up or it can move down. Right? Price can only move up or it can go down. And I am assuming price will continue to go up. That's what I'm basically assuming at this point. We should continue to push up. Where should we continue to push up? I think at least we should continue to push to this wick, which is 25 pips away, 24 pips away. This one as well, 20 pips away. You know, what else? This one here as well, TP, 25 pips away. So I think we should be continuing up there. But, I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Wick, which is, yeah, we'll have to wait. I think I I think I also took this trade too early, which is not good. Okay, so let's take a look on the 4-hour time, right? So basically, what I was thinking was that this 4-hour candle is going to close above the body of the previous 4-hour candle, and with that happening, then the new 4-hour candle will just continue to push up. You know, that's what I was thinking. But let's take a look at news over here. We have consumer price index. Okay, whatever. You know, and then looking at the 1-hour time frame, I was like, okay, 1-hour candle can close bullish and we can continue to push up. But we close with a small body, and then I started to think, man, like this is gonna be one of those bad, I'm not gonna say bad trades, but early execution. You know, this is too early. Let's take a look on the 30-minute time frame. 30-minute was also like, yeah, you know, whatever. But my whole analysis is based off of the 1-hour time frame. And as this 30-minute candle closes, so I want you guys to follow me here, right? Okay. Follow me here for a sec. Let me remove this. Okay, whatever. So this 30-minute candle is going to close in about 4 minutes. Good. This 30-minute candle will close bullish in 4 minutes. And once this 30-minute candle closes bullish in 4 minutes, then that means that the first half of the 1-hour candle has closed. Okay? And if the first half of the 1-hour candle has closed bullish, what's the probability that the second half of the 1-hour candle will also continue to go bullish? Now, if the second half of the 1-hour candle continues to go bullish, this means the 1-hour candle will essentially close bullish. And once the 1-hour candle closes bullish, then that means the 6 a.m. candle, the pre-New York candle, has a higher probability to continue pushing up bullish. And this should be a very good trade. That's my mindset right now. You know, and with that said, I don't think we should be breaking below the low of this 30-minute candle. So I'm going to tighten my stops here below the 30-minute candle. Hey, man, yesterday I was watching the podcast you did with Titans of Tomorrow. You are a legend. This 1-hour interview shows how fucking humble and true, super transparent person you are. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. I appreciate the kind words. But yeah, so we're just waiting at this point now. I mean, you know, like I'm in this trade. I mean, you can get into this trade if you want, no problem. You can make some money out of it. So like my thought process is that we should continue to push up bullish. Let's take a look at pound yen. Pound yen is still in this range. I would say maybe if we can break above 189.300, I think we can continue to push up. 189.300. It's like a 36 pip range for price to move up. You know? 36 pip range. So let me point this out over here. Potential buys above 189, 300, right? Right here. And gold is buying till, I don't know, 2008, 2009, 2010. Buying till 2010. Yep. So I'm in buys on gold. There you go. I'm an entrepreneur because of you. Love Raja Banks. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Why you close early a sell entry on gold on CPI news? Because I had already lost in the buys. I lost $4,000 and I wasn't in the mood of losing more. So that's why I closed. I have exactly the same 2 trades running. Oh, nice, Tito. We shall lose together, or we shall win, or we shall win together. That's gonna be good. Sir, मैं आपका broker use करता हूँ. सरताज रहमान साहब का से use करता हूँ. News पे commission के साथ spread बहुत कटता है. Yeah, like if you're gonna trade news, there will be a lot of spreads. I've been waiting 2 weeks for my MT5 funds now. Please work on your support team. I keep receiving the same mail, which I answered 4 times already. Lawrence, listen to me very carefully. We looked at your request. You said to us that you lost $12,000, but when we took a look at your accounts, you didn't even deposit more than $10,000, and most of it was lost even well before the migration happened. So I don't know whether you are giving us wrong information or our eyes don't work in the back end, but there's something happening there. And trust me, this is not going to happen what you're trying to do over here. Had the same trade with you when 30-minute candle closed above. Awesome. What setup you see most in trading? Most in trading, I see the setup where candles are closing above. So now we can see here the 30-minute candle is closing and the 30-minute candle has closed bullish right here. Now, this new candle that's forming, if it's going to continue bullish, man, this is just a range at this point now. Why didn't I receive any answer to that? Because you're getting an answer from me right now with that. That's why my support team was super confused that why is this guy or girl trying to get more money than what they came in with, when clearly your trading history shows that you were not profitable. So you can't try to, no, you can't do that. You can't do fraud like that. So I'm sorry, it's not going to happen. It's not going to fly with us. I was about to enter in the same trade, but my broker doesn't have a top wick. Oh, interesting. What's the best entry, breakout, impulse entry, continuation? So I think this is going to be a best entry right now. So what I'm going to do is, once it retraces more, I'm going to add another position, having the stops below the 30-minute candle right here. Right here. Okay, first time you put more than 1 entry. Yes, because I'm feeling good today. Okay, look at that. So we're retracing. I'm going to add another buy right here. Another buy added. I'm going to bring this stop loss. I'm going to bring this stop. Okay, you don't want to bring my stop loss here? Okay, so I'm going to bring my stop, let's say over here. Okay, and boom. Boom. Perfect, right? So now this 30-minute candle should flip bullish. We should go up. And the 1 hour candle should form bullish as well. And we should make some good profits. Make sense? We're not here to make sense, guys. We're here to make dollars. We're here to make dollars. Where is the Raja in 2022? He will not take an entry. Yeah, you know what? Like I've made good amount. So, which is why I think this would be a fit trade to execute. Might as well change my TP here as well. Take profit is at, see this? Look at that, estimated balance, right? Look at that. So if I put my take profit right here, right? If I place my take profit right here, I'm aiming to make 2% and I'm aiming to lose 1.3%. Okay, 1.3%. Awesome. So let's take a look at all these trades right here. Look at this, 5-1. Oh, this is 1-to-1. You know, I'm aiming to lose 4%, aiming to make 4%. So total at risk on this trade is what? 3.9, like almost 4% plus 1.5, 5.5, 5.5 plus 6.8. Damn. 6.8% and 1%, 7.8%, almost 8% risk running on this trade. 8% risk running on this trade. 8% risk. So I think, yeah, I think I do believe in my analysis, because my analysis is simple. Price will only move in one direction. Okay, either price will move bullish or it will move bearish. Now I have my stop losses below the 1 hour candle, which is a strong confirmation candle. Why the fuck is this guy calling me over and over and over again? Right? So if this 1 hour candle breaks the high of the previous 1 hour candle, then we are in the money all the way into pre-New York. We're going to make some money. But, yeah, let's see here. So my message to this guy is, stop calling me. I will block your number. All right. Let's see here. What is candle delay and how broker make money from delaying candles? No, we don't make money from delaying candles. Okay, perfect. Up in profits now. $178. Beautiful, 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 beautiful. Is this trade based on the fact that gold made a 1 hour support? Yes. 4 hour support? Yes. That's true. So we're looking at this 1 hour candle now. Let's zoom in here properly on the 1 hour so we all can learn from this, right? Now, I want this 1 hour candle to break the high of the previous 1 hour candle. So what we got to do is we got to do some abracadabra. We got to throw some magic. Well, there we go. Throw some more magic. Let this candle break the high of the previous candle again. Keep throwing magic on this candle. We got to throw some magic dust, pixie dust. We got to throw some good vibes on this candle so we can break the high of the previous candle. But really, to be honest, I do think the daily candle should continue to push up. We have a very clean range to the left-hand side, and that range should at least be fulfilled. If not the whole range is going to get fulfilled, either we should continue up to fill these wicks to the left-hand side, because momentum is going to come in with pre-New York around 6 a.m., and we should continue to push up. So I got around 4 positions running now. So we should continue to push up here. Yeah. So we got to do some black magic over here. Have some black magic things going on, so we can have some sort of winning outcome from this. It's gonna be very tough. Yeah. Gold overall wasn't too good this week. Are you kidding me, man? Gold went off the rails. Gold went off the rails. This trade feels very advanced. I can't find any lower time frame confirmations to justify it. That is absolutely correct. This trade is actually an advanced trade. It's an advanced trade. It's basically looking at your higher time frames, and then it's basically looking at, it's mostly visualizing where you want the candle to go, and the way how I broke this down was like this. Okay, so this 30-minute candle had to close bullish, right? So if this candle closed bullish, this means the first half of the current 1 hour candle has closed bullish, right? So if the first half of this 1 hour candle has closed bullish, which is the 30-minute candle, then what's the probability that overall this 1 hour candle will continue to move bullish, right? The probability is higher. Okay, awesome. if the probability is higher, then this means this 1 hour candle should break the high of the previous 1 hour candle, which closed like a doji at this point. Now, if it does break the high, or if it does not break the high, then at the same time, this 1 hour candle should stay above 2005. You know, if we can stay above 2005, this means that we have now broken above the zone, which this candle could not break, this candle could not break, this candle could not break, this candle could not break. So if we stay above 2005, 2006, this means in pre-New York volume, we have a higher probability for candles to continue moving bullish. Right? Again, the keyword is high probability. I have a technical question. Sometimes you mentioned for support to be valid, you would want the bullish candle to close. That's true. But in this 30-minute bullish candle, no. It's basically what I just explained was what I was looking for. Exactly what I explained. I took entries right here on this candle, on the 1 hour candle, because I was expecting it to close bullish, but it closed back down. As it closed back down, my intuition for price to move up was so strong that I decided to add positions because I believe we should be continuing bullish on Friday, at least till, 2008, 10, 2008, 20, someplace like that. I do think we should continue to push bullish. In case price starts to rip up, I'm going to move up my TPs a little bit so that we can get that. All right. 1 second delay from the movement. Can you open? No, I don't have MagicKeys set up on my C-Trader here on this setup that I have in my office in Dominion Markets building that we have here on this 57-inch Neo Geo screen. Sir, can you manage daily live YouTube? It gives us motivation. Bro, what the fuck am I doing? What do you think I've been doing for the past 4 days? Can you... I've been doing exactly what you asked me for. Is training the same processor as learning to drive a car? Yeah, that's true. I agree with you, but why don't you want for the 4-hour candle to close bullish? Because my experience and my intuition dictates that as a professional trader who's been looking at price action for the past 8 years, this is a good entry. C-Trader has way more options as compared to MT5. Oh yeah, man, trust me. Trust me. We have had, so we have we have a lot of, I think we have about 60,000 clients. Out of those 60,000, 40,000 successful moved over C-Trader. And we have broken the high. We have broken the high of the previous 1-hour candle. How cool is that? GJ looking good, man. Fuck GJ. Look at gold over here. Yeah, GJ looking good. GJ is consolidating over here, you know? GJ is not looking good. GJ is looking ugly, you know? But gold has done exactly what I had envisioned using my brain of 8 hours of 8 years experience. My brain envisioned this, and exactly that has happened. And now for the first time ever, Raja Banks will win a trade live on stream. For the first time ever, we will win a trade on the live stream. Yeah. For the first time, this is the turning moment here. This is the moment that's gonna differentiate between winners and losers. Trust me. How much am I gonna make? Let's start counting all the money that's gonna come into my pocket here today. How much are gonna make over here? 765. 765 plus, what's this? Okay, 765 plus 11. Okay, fuck this. Where's my calculator? Okay, got my calculator right here. We're going to start counting all our money now. Secured positions. What? Secured too early. So it's going to be 747 plus we have 1155 plus it's 2000 already. 572 plus 572 plus 572, okay. Plus no 450. I'm gonna make $2,900. Guys, don't get jealous, okay? Don't be jealous. Man, oh man. All right, looks like they want to get blocked. All these guys from Nigeria. Why you take this trade, Baijan? I explained my trade in great detail earlier on. Okay, I explained my trade in. Wow, look at these pips coming in my lap. Look at these pips. But how would you manage risk if the current trade goes against you? If the current trade goes against me, if it comes back to my entry point, let's say 2005, then I'm going to close everything at break even. I may lose like 200-300 here and there, but yeah, that's basically what I'm going to do. Let's see here. You never count your money when you're sitting at the table. Yeah, exactly. That's true. How was your meeting with Sartaj Aziz? Alhamdulillah. The meeting was fantastic. We had a very good meeting. Something amazing coming up very, very soon. So, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? SpongeBob SquarePants. I feel so sad for people who will be joining late and they will find out that we already took a winning trade. That Raja already took a winning trade. Those people are going to be so sad, you know? But like, you know, that's what happens. You lose. You snooze, you lose. That's the word, right? You snooze, you lose. I wonder what my Dominion Markets team is trading on. I wonder if they're winning. Is your broker A book or B book? It's A book, B book, C book, Z book, H book, whatever book you want. You know, it's not about whether a broker is A book or B book. It's all about whether you can actually trade to win. You know, what you most have to be concerned about is whether a broker is going to give you the withdrawal at a reasonable amount of time or not, or are they going to play games? That's what it is. I know a lot of regulated big brokers out there who, for crypto withdrawals, they give you like a 2-3 days business days wait, that you need to wait for 2-3 days. You know, we process all crypto withdrawals within, 6 hours, 4 hours. The maximum takes about 12 hours. Crypto is easy, fast. Visa, MasterCard takes about a day. How do I change from ounce to lots on CTrader? Great question. You go to settings, here to the left hand side, go to settings, and then go to general. No, go to chart. Startup, assets. Oh yeah, go to assets. Go to assets, and from here you can change to lots. Got it? How many trades in a day total? I take like 1 or 2 trades a day. 1 or 2 trades a day in total. That's about it. And as you can see, we are coming up now. This is beautiful. This is exactly what we wanted for price to continue to push up. Amazing. Right? So my equity is sitting at 24,900. To be honest, I'd be happy with an equity of 25,000. So I can say that I grew my account from 10,000 to 25,000. I think 25,000 is going to be a nice round number to have, I would think so, but I think we should still continue up to fill those wicks to the left hand side. I think that's a excellent idea there. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see. The candle is about to close in about 11 minutes. So I guess we can wait a little bit. Guys, listen, don't get jealous, okay? Don't be jealous there in the YouTube chat. I can see you guys fuming. So anyway. In Dominion, I got withdrawal within 3 hours. Oh, nice. Very nice. 3-hour withdrawals. Beautiful. All right. Would you put stop loss at break even now? Yeah, I mean, I would, you know, right here. Because now price has no business coming back down, right? Now price has no business coming back down. If it comes down, this means it's not going to go back up. How to remove all distraction, prevent ideas to take a trade. Do what I do. I just block everything from my mind and I just fix on my analysis. Listen, if your analysis says price will go up and someone else's analysis says price will go down, one of you are going to be correct, right? If you think you are correct, then you have to place a stop loss at a level where you know that if price goes beyond this level or whatever, then you're out of the trade. So that's something that you have to basically keep in mind. Okay? Good? Good. But yeah. Will you break that trade down on IG? This trade, I will break down on IG. Yeah, that's correct. I will break this trade down on IG. All right. Does Dominico's market work in Ethiopia? Yes, we do work in Ethiopia. Bro, listen, I don't have time to have conversations with you. I'm very busy at this point. You, seriously, honest to the trade I'm running in right now, I swear to God, if you call me again, I'm blocking you forever and then you can have a nice life at this point. My God, this guy called me like 20 times. Yeah, do you see this trade as something you see over and over, or is it a specific case of price action? This is something I see over and over again. Like, you know, in the past, like, okay, so far this week, let's take a look at this, right? Current week. So far this week, I have made $5,900 so far this week, right? $5,900. So usually I would secure this trade, but since I've already made money, I'm willing to let this trade run. Since I've already made money, I'm willing to let this trade run. So this is something that I'm going to let it run. I'm using Dominion Markets, C Trader on Dominion Markets. Yeah, so that's about it. No, nothing concerned me. I had my analysis and I trusted my analysis, and 15-minute time frame are small confirmation time frames. They're weak confirmations. If you are going to base your trades off of weak confirmations, then things are going to get very, very tough. You know, so I don't base my trades off of weak confirmations. It's just 30-minute, 1 hour, and have strong conviction in where price is going to go. So we'll have to basically wait and see. I mean, the new 1 hour candle is going to form, and I may want to adjust. I would say I may want to adjust my stops over here because I don't want to get stopped out for no reason, right? But I'm going to be actively managing this here as well on the 1 hour time frame. I mean, we can see now that it is moving up. The new 1 hour candle is going to form soon, and as that 1 hour candle forms, I think we can have a better opportunity for price to continue pushing bullish. Yes, you can from Maldives, no problem. Is it possible that the US also makes C Trader dump brokers and prop firms like MQ? No. From the US, you can't use C Trader anyway. You can't. Thank you for the leaderboard, Champ Prize Raja. You are the best mentor. Amazing, man. Congratulations. But listen, don't lose more than 20%. Oh, no. Don't lose more than 25% on that account. Otherwise, it's done. I have a question, please. What do you think about prop firms? I mean, it's like they are being fought or something. Will they disappear? I think the prop firms are going to stay here. The barrier to entry for a prop firm is going to start to get difficult. MetaCoats will need proper KYBs from prop firms if they do decide to get their own. If they do decide to get their own license, C Trader is facilitating prop firms, but the costs of running that is pricey for C Trader, which will then come down to the clients. But we'll see, man. We'll see. Like this month and the next month is going to be very interesting for prop firms and basically what the future holds. I love you. Can you please show us your kids? Are you dumb? Like, what are these questions? How did you make your first money trading from Founded? No, not from Funded. I made my own money from trading. So we got about 5 minutes left for the candle to close. Is Funded next going to shut down? I have no idea. How did you... all right, let's see over here. We have interesting questions. No interesting questions so far. Do you trade BTC? That's a very uninteresting question. No. Sir, what is your win rate and return percentage per month? I don't look at my return percentage per month. I look at whether I can win a trade in the specific day or not. Is not working, not showing C-Trade accounts of my students? Yes. The IB dashboard is not working. That's correct. It will be done within a week or 2 weeks, the IB dashboard. Because we found out that C-Trader has a different IB system than MetaCode, so it's just taking some time to implement that. How are you preparing for the possibility of a recession? I don't care about recession. Like, I mean, if you have money, you don't really care about recession. Where do you see yourself after 5 years? After 5 years, I'm going to be 42 years old, and hopefully, I don't know where I see myself in 5 years, but I do see me buying another villa or like a holiday home somewhere in Thailand or Malaysia or someplace like that. I do see myself doing that. So I guess, I don't know, it's like that has been in my mind for the past year to buy something there. But let's see. Okay. All right. In 5 years, I think you will be a millionaire. Thank you. I hope so too. C-Trade available in Pakistan? Sure. Can you explain why the differences in account types between markets? Because they are different account types. What is your schedule for live streams, Raja? Right now, we're doing them every day. Do you like sport bikes? Yes, I do like sport bikes. I think sport bikes are pretty cool. So now the candle is about to close. And usually, when a candle is about to close, there is some volume that comes into the candle. And maybe as this candle is about to close in 3 minutes, we may get some surge of volume in this candle. It doesn't happen all the time. I'm just making things up as I go, to keep the live stream much more, interactive and basically try to teach you something more, Yeah, a global officer registered in Cyprus. This may perhaps have been a reason for SEC. MetaCoats is a Russian software company. Yeah, that's true. MetaCoats is in direct line of fire by the US regulators, because there are a lot of unregistered brokerages operating operating inside of the US. And I guess MetaCoats hasn't done a good job in regulating them. So that's why now they're under fire, basically. It has nothing to do with props. It has all to do with US clients. It has all to do with soliciting US clients. Like, I mean, even if you look at Instagram now, like a lot of influencers from the US, they are still using MetaTrader 4, they're still using MetaTrader 5, and they are not trading on any regulated US broker. So what's going to happen next? MetaCoach is going to now see that which broker is still using US clients and which brokerages are still using white labels and gray labels in the US. They will shut them down. And being a US citizen, unfortunately, that's something you have to deal with, at this point. Like, if you're from the US, you're going to have a hard time. Like, I mean, they are regulated brokerages in the US, don't get me wrong. There's Wanda, there's Forex.com, there are like a lot more, but their costs of executing a trade are really high. And the reason why the cost of executing a trade is really high, because once you get regulated in the US, the fees are so exorbitant. I don't know if that's even a word, but the fees are so high that those fees are then passed down to the clients. Which is why you see in Wanda, the commissions are going to be higher, the spreads are going to be higher. You're going to see that they will have some sort of restrictions when it comes towards, opening and closing trades, like only first in, first out, exorbitant prices they have. Okay, the candle is about to close now. And when the new candle starts forming, we will either continue to push up or we will either continue to push down. Once we start to push up closer to 2008, I'm going to start to secure my positions. Because we are essentially coming into a rejection area, right? So these wicks to the left-hand side, this is basically we're coming into sort of like a potential rejection area. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on this new candle forming, and then I will decide whether to close or hold. Let's take a look on the 30-minute. 30-minute is bullish, man. Wow, look at that. Look at that, buddy. We are bullish on the 30-minute. Awesome. MQ stop providing services for purple trading and black bull markets. No, black bull markets is still running. I'm not sure about purple trading, but black bull markets is still running. Your trades today are really on fire. Well, I don't know about that. I plan to close 100% at 2008. Would you do the same if you had less experience? I would close everything at 2008 because that's essentially the wick fill. That's essentially the wick fill, And this 1 hour candle is retracing now to possibly create a bottom wick and then to continue pushing up. That's it. And then continue to basically push up. What's the secret of managing multiple businesses that you have learned in the past 6 to 7 years? Have a good team and trust your team. Delegate tasks that you think are basically menial tasks. Delegate those tasks away so you have more time on your hand. Like fulfillment, support, like just menial tasks. You have to delegate those tasks. And the main operations, still oversee main operations, look over the main operations, but everything else, like, like shipping, labeling, customer support, emails, stuff like that, you have to delegate all those tasks. For the first 2-3 years, I did everything on my own and it started to get a lot taxing. We couldn't grow, we couldn't expand. So now we can expand because now, like, a lot of us have more time on our hands to basically focus on bigger clients, bigger deals, corporate clients, stuff like that. We are having a simulation session on Saturday. I still have to confirm that later on. I still have to confirm that. I have an account of $5,000. What percentage risk should I take? Go with 1 to 2%. Please tell us how to log in another broker in CTrader. I don't know. Dominion markets in Kenya? Yes. Over leveraged unless you have years of experience and tons of capital? Yes, I got tons of capital and I am over leveraged and I'm very confident in this potential move that is about to happen. Look at this 30-minute, right? This new 30-minute candle should not break the low of the previous 30-minute candle. If it breaks the low of the previous 30-minute candle, then I'm afraid this day is going to end in a loss. But at the same time, okay, so I just got to know how much I'm going to lose over here total. Total, how much do I have on risk? Let's see here. Can I see that here? Closing commission, unrealized, last modified, channel label, comments. No, I don't have that here. Total. Because I kind of want to add another position over here, right here. I want to add another position because I think it's just making a lower wick to continue pushing up. But first, I want to know how much exactly am I on the hook for. Okay, so 200 plus 118, 300. Let's say 320. 320 plus 170, 320 plus 174, 500. 500. $1,000. Okay, so I'm risking about $1,000 over here. Not bad. $1,000 is what, 1%? Yeah, 1%. Yeah, that's good. I'm risking 1%. Not bad, right? $1,000. I've already made $5,900 this week. So what's risking 1,000 from 5,900? Nothing. It's nothing. You know. So yeah. I think we're in a very good position for price to continue pushing up. I think so. So we're going to keep the faith strong and we shall continue with this. Sometimes, you get the feeling you're like, okay, you know what? Just F it. And then you add another position. Because if you add a position now, if I add a position right now, right here, look what you can do with C-Trader, right? If I add another position right here, 2.5 lots, look what's going to happen. Closely look. And we go all the way up over here. Look how much I'm going to make. Gross P&L. See the bottom thing? $390. Trade estimate for 2.5 lots. 15 pips. See that? On MT5, you can't do this. This comes with C-Trader. If I add a position, yeah, it was right here, right? Right here, I'm gonna make 320, and if my stop is going to be below the previous candle, my risk is going to be 360. So 15-minute close like a DJ. Who closed like a doji? Oh, who's looking at the 15-minute, man? Okay, so if I lose $1,000, how much risk is this? This is 1,000 divided by 23,420 into 100. Oh, that's 4.2% risk. That's 4% risk. Yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine. Let's say 1,000 divided by 5,900 times 100. So okay. So I'm on my total balance. I'm risking 4%, but from my profits of this week, I'm risking 17%. I'm risking 17% of my profits. So if this trade does not work, I'm still going to be up $4,900 this week. And if I make 4,900 every week, 4,900 times 4, that's $19,000 a month. That's a lot of money. $19,000. If I'm making $19,000 a month, 19,000 times 12, that's $228,000 a year. That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. This guy will lose this trade here. Watch. No, I'm not going to lose this trade. Dude came back to 23K before stream. Don't worry. This is going to be at 25, 26K on this stream. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Okay, I'm so confident that this candle is going to go up because it has already made a lower wick. If it hasn't made a lower wick, it has to make a top wick. And if it has to make a top wick, it has to fill this wick at 2,753, and then it has to continue up till 2008. But what I'm going to do is, since it's a Friday, I'm already in profits for the week. I may secure or end my week at $25,000 balance, you know, and that's going to put me in profits of 1,500 plus 15,900. That's going to put me in profit for the week for $7,400. This is the calculator I'm using. Look, old school. We go old school. Who are you going to learn from? Learn and earn, right? Are you going to learn, or are you going to earn, or are you going to do both? You know, at the same time, man, you got to be calm. See, now look. So look what I'm going to do now, right? Now, since this 30-minute candle is now starting to move bullish, once this 30-minute candle breaks its own high, I'm going to bring all these stop losses below this 30-minute candle. Because if it's going to break its own high, this means it should make a higher high, you know, and then I'm going to bring my stops to break even, which means that this candle should not break its own low, and then we should continue to push up. That's basically what I'm trying to do here. Wow, look, on C-Trader, I can also close all positions at the same time. So we're going to test it. Are you guys ready? Yeah, we're going to test this. What happens through here? Oh, wow, look at that. You can choose which order you want to close. Do you like chicken biryani? Yes, I like chicken biryani, but without the surprises, you know, like long elachi, you know, stuff like that. I don't like long elachi and stuff. So you remove long elachi and I'm down for some chicken biryani. Look at GJ. GJ is doing nothing, brother. What's GJ doing? Nothing. What are you trying to get out of GJ? What are you even trying to get out of GJ? Wow, gold looks wild. If you look at my C-Trader screen right here on the phone, look at this. Will it zoom in? No, there's a lot of glare. But yeah, this thing is looking wild. Wow, this is nuts. All right. Are you still eating eggs and peanut butter? Yes, I am still eating eggs and peanut butter. All right, buddy. Buddy. Time to flip bullish. Bullish. This 30-minute candle is about to close in about 20 minutes. We still got a lot of time, but the 15-minute candle is about to close in about 4 minutes. Is it 4 minutes? Oh, yeah, I don't even care about the 15-minute. I don't really care about, like, look, 15-minute is so messy. What are you going to do with 15-minute, man? Nothing. Focus on the positive. You just focus on the positivity. And that's all what you got to focus on is the positivity. Now, look, we are breaking its own high. Your C-Trader does not have this thing to the left-hand side because this is only available on Windows. So now I'm going to further manage my risk. And the way I'm going to manage my risk is that if this candle breaks its own low, then I'm going to close all the positions. If it breaks its own low, all the positions are going to be closed. Okay, what's this here? If you find proper high, low of a trend, align it with higher time frame, you could actually have more safer entry. I have my trade open at 2003. At 2003, oh nice. You have a very good trade open at this point, 2003. Can you tell me book to learn for trading? 10 Essentials of Forex. That's a very good book. 10 Essentials of Forex. That's a good book. So again, we are in pre-New York time. This is when volume should come into play here and price should Continue to push bullish. Yeah. You are forgetting something. Tell me. How do you measure pips? By just dragging on chart. You move your mouse to the chart. You press the middle button on the mouse. If your mouse doesn't have a middle button, then you need to go buy one, which does. And you just click and drag. Raja leverage 400, 1 to 500. I'm running buys since 1988. Oh, beautiful. Amazing. Amazing. Okay, boys and girls, here we go. We are now starting to push up. Raja, confused on making strategy. Any suggestion? Almost everything about market. I know everything about the market. Trust me. I don't know everything about the market, but I know everything about price action and how to kind of like, guesstimate what price is going to do. So yeah, I guess I'm willing to close everything at 25,000 equity and then start next week fresh with 25,000, right? That's a nice idea. I think that's going to be a pretty good idea to do that because I'm really trying to get to $50,000 on this account. It's at 24,000 now. Well, balance is 23,000. I'm really trying to get to 50,000 by the end of this month. If you're going to close all positions, if candle breaks its own low, why not just bring stops to the low? I don't know. I don't want to do that yet. Actually, you know what? That's a good idea. So I'm going to bring my stops right here. I mean, yeah, because, okay, the reason why I didn't do that yet, because, there's still a lot of time left for the 30-minute candle. So I was maybe thinking that maybe we can have one last run down before we go up. But if we have come down and create that liquidity, then I think we should continue to push up from here. Okay, perfect. So now we are safe. Now everything is safe. Everything is safe now. Can't lose this trade. Cannot lose this trade now because my stops are at basically break even. Right? My stops are at break even now. So I can't lose. I can just walk away. I can go get some coffee. I can come back. I can see what everyone else is doing. And then that's it. Who pays you on your B-book broker? You don't know one single thing about running a brokerage. So your question there is invalid anyway. Price can do whatever it wants. That's true. But there's a probability price will go up. There's a high probability price will go up. So I'm going to go get my coffee. And I will be back. And then we'll see what's going on. So I will be right back with these trades still running here. Okay. All right, buddy. We are back. We are back now. So now we will have to wait some more and then we'll see. This candle now needs to break the high of the previous candle. Now I'm thinking whether I should keep holding or I should close this at 25,000 equity once this candle breaks the high of the previous candle. Yeah, so either it's going to be at 25,000 equity or it's going to be break even. That's it. I take my coffee black coffee. Yeah. So either it's going to be break even or it's going to be 25,000 equity. Leave one position on. No, I don't know. No, I don't know. I'm probably gonna close everything. It just needs to continue pushing a little bit more. This is the new 15-minute candle. Well, this is the same 15-minute candle. Someone donated £1 to me. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So I'm making about like $1,600 now total across all my positions. And yeah, 1,630. Even if I do close free margin, this one right here. And yeah, I guess this is where I can close all. Please hold till 2014. No, I don't want to hold till 2014. I'm going to close everything. I just want to see what's going to happen in the next 2 minutes. Because 2 minutes is the magic. The next 2 minutes are the magic minutes. The magic. That's when the magic happens. The magic. Make 26K equity. I don't know. If there's a sudden rush of volume and price starts to go up, then sure. But if not, then what can we do? How were you able to shift from trading GJ to gold? I started to watch gold for about a year, 6 months to a year. And then I started to get comfortable with the way it was moving. I started to understand when gold has volume and all that stuff. So, okay, now we're breaking the high over here. 25,100. This is good. I think I should start closing here. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good idea to start executing my rights. Executing my rights to close and end the day at 25,000 equity. And close all. Yes. Boom. 25,000. See how fast the positions closed? All the positions? See how fast they closed? Super fast. Super duper fast. So this week, today we made 1,600. Look at that. Right? Beautiful. See how fast it closed? Low latency. That's what you get with low latency. Made 1,600 today. 1,600 today, 7,000, something this week. Amazing. Sitting at $25,000 equity now. Incredible. Yeah, all the people who talk about here's another losing trade, they all be quiet at one point. So yeah, I think this ran pretty good. I would say. So congratulations, whoever came in and they saw my trade and they took a trade with this. Congratulations. We have won this time. Yeah, very nice. Very, 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 very nice. When is the winner announcement, Raja? We already announced it. Yeah, this was good. See, now here we're rejecting. See, this whole area is a rejection area. So we don't know how far price is going to continue. How do you feel trading a lower balance? Does it give you the feeling to over leverage and over trade? Yes. It doesn't give me the feeling to over trade, but it definitely gives me the feeling to over leverage, which is why I've been able to compound this to 25,000 from 10,000. Yeah, this was actually very nice. Let's see here. Boom, 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 boom. I also have to do a withdrawal or something, but I think I'll do a withdrawal at the end of this month. I'll try to withdraw 10,000. I'll try to withdraw my initial balance. So yeah. So what did I do so far this week? This week I did $7,600. Beautiful. This month I've done 15,100. Pretty good, right? Take a look at all these trades over here. Look at this. All these trades start from 9,900, 10,000, 11,000, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 16, 18, 23, and then we took a dip over here. From 23, this was news here. News took a dip. 19, 19, then 18, 18, 20, 23, 24, and now 25,000. Very nice. Humbly, we did good. This month you started with 10K, now you're at 25K. That's correct. Why don't you move stop loss to break even? Nah, I'm already done. Like I'm a big fan of securing profits. So I've made 1,600 in a short amount of time. So I think that's good enough. Please explain analysis and entry. Analysis and entry. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to post a full breakdown on my Instagram. So you can go look at it on my Instagram. I'm going to do a full breakdown on my Instagram. Usman is saying scammer. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. You're actually scamming your parents. That's what you're doing. You're actually scamming your parents, because your parents think that you will be successful, you'll be profitable, but instead their child, who are they so proud of, he is logged into someone's live stream and he is commenting scammer. That's what you're doing. So imagine your father or your mother is watching you and you're just writing scammer in someone's live stream, and they will say, what the fuck did we give birth to? What is this? It's disappointment. Why do you even do this? Right? Imagine what your parents are going to be thinking. My parents are fine. They have nothing to worry about. They're good. But just think about this, right? Just think about this. Your poor old parents, they will say that, oh, Usman over here, ये किसी के live stream पे जाके लिख रहा है scammer. क्या चूतिया बेटा है हमारा? क्या सोचेंगे वो? यही सोचना उन्होंने कि बेटा हमारा चूतिया हो गया. Do you want to be a चूतिया? No, you don't want to be a चूतिया. So what you want to do is you need to get off the live stream and you need to do something productive with your life. Because even they don't know what you're doing now, but man, just imagine what they will think. So yeah. For all those people thinking chutiya basically means a dumbass. Well, it's a even worse word than a dumbass, but that's what it means. So yeah, you got to calm down. Calm down. I can go 1 to 100 real quick. Why those guys always the word scammer while they don't even have an achievement in life? Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. I mean, the like if you look at the kings, you look at the kings and queens, you look at all the rulers from all over the world, right? You look at all the all those rulers, they stand on a pedestal, and all the poor peasants in the back, they're the ones saying boo, 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 and they have nothing. That's all what it is. You know, but it's very sad that internet has given a voice to all those people who should not ever have a voice. Ever. They should have a voice. You know, that's what internet has done. Just like Mr. Usman over here. Okay, let's see here. I appreciate the live. I want to learn from you. Can you please tell me days and times you do the live? Brother, I'm doing lives every day now at this point. Every day now at this point, because I'm trying to get people accustomed to using C-Trader on Dominion markets. I think we may be implementing bonuses in the from the next month, but nothing so far yet. So yeah. Oh wow, look at that. Bearish candle came in. Ooh, look at that 5 lot right there. Then I added a position there. So nice. So biggest trade was 18 pips. Okay. This could be an impulse entry signal on 30-minute. Yeah, but you know, I mean, I don't know. On the 1 hour, the 1 hour can still go up. The 1 hour has to break above. The 1 hour has to break above the high. Also, this 30-minute candle has to break above this high to go up. But my major concern is this wick rejection to the left hand side. That's my biggest concern. This wick rejection to the left hand side. So for that reason, I want to be very, very cautious of what I do, basically. Yeah, but I do think this was very good trade idea. I'm very happy it worked in my favor, and finally I was able to win at least one trade on the live stream. Okay, how is it possible you plan the stream, then we all know you are streaming? Just turn on notifications. Turn on notifications and you will know exactly when the stream starts. You don't even know how to use it and you're teaching it? Of course, because I am Raja. I know things that you don't. And at the same time, some of you people may know things I don't, you know, because in this industry, I think I know more than 90% here. You know, if someone is a electrician or a plumber or a fighter, you may know more than me. 100% you would know more than me, because you know that's your industry, not mine. So look at gold. I am looking at gold. Respect, brother. Looking forward to the course in April. Awesome. Thank you for the live with us. You're welcome. I was here when Raja won his first trade on a live stream. Thank you. Look, pound yen is still consolidating. Nothing's happening on pound yen. Nothing is happening on pound yen. Gold was absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Very happy with this outcome on gold. Raja means thing in my language. Yes, push the likes to 1,000. Guys, listen, let's get the likes up to 1,000 at least. 1,000 likes. How many likes do I have right now? We need to get to 1,000 likes, guys. Like, look, I do this every day for you guys, to give you education, to give you content, keep you entertained as you navigate through the challenges of Forex. You know, I cannot even imagine how many people I have influenced to come back to trading. Sometimes people message me saying, man, Raja, I gave up trading. But after watching your live streams, after watching the way you trade, the way you preach, the way you kind of like, you know, dumb down things and make things simple, we have this trust back into trading now. Guys, also, while you're giving me likes, I do appreciate it as always. Also, subscribe to the channel as well. Subscribe to the channel. As the wise man Iron Mike said, social media has made y'all too comfortable with disrespecting people not getting punched in the face. That's absolutely correct. Keep doing these streams. Love from India. Thank you. How your chart always in middle, mine stays on extreme right. Can you guide me here on MT5? I have C-Trader. C traded symbols seem pretty small, or is it just your resolution? It's my resolution, and I've actually zoomed in. You want to see my regular resolution that I use? This is the regular resolution that I use. Hold on, I'll show you. You going? Okay. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so this is the regular resolution I use. See how tiny these buttons are now? I like it all small, but only for you guys, I make it, you know, a little bit zoomed in, and then I do this. And also, what I also want to do now is I may want to zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, so it's better viewing pleasure for you guys. For your viewing pleasure. Yeah. Why you don't follow ICT? Because I don't trade that way. I trade my way, you know, and my way works for me, and that's all what I focus on. So prop firms will flood C Trader. They are now. Let me know if you need a strong project manager in Dubai. Any for businesses, 100%. I will let you know, Krups. 100%. Are you bullish on gold overall? Yes. But there are elections coming up, so I don't know how elections... Like, I was having a conversation with somebody, and they were talking about... Oh, shit, I need to make a payment. And they were talking about gold may sell off coming up to elections. But I think gold will... I don't know. With elections coming up, I think there's a lot of risk. I think gold should continue to push up with that risk, you know? Sir, I passed my 100K account, made 2,500. Amazing. Very, very nice. DXY and gold do the opposite of each other. Sir, check the chart, please. Let's see how the news will affect gold. Brother, listen, I don't look at DXY to understand where gold's going to go. That's something I don't do anymore. You know, I don't do that. I only focus on the pair itself. That's all that I focus on. The pair itself. The pair itself is what we focus on. Today I made 1,600. On a lighter note, I heard ICT means like, how can I learn from you, Raja? From the live streams. Also, we're going to be dropping Market Fluidity 2.0 course. It's under development now in April. So yeah, does Dominion Market accept Americans? No, we don't. Sorry. What's the story about your name, Raja Banks? I was throwing money at the camera once and people just started calling me Raja Banks. What about funding pips? Yeah, they will be back. They're actually pretty good. How we are bullish. So we are bullish on gold till when? We? There's no we. There's no we. Don't say we are bullish on gold. Who's we? You, your aunt, your uncle? Who? Who is we? There's you, there's me, and then there's the YouTube chat. That's all what it is. There's no we. We only exists in your mind. You know? You guys don't say we when I lose. You know, you say you lose. But when I win, you say we win. Come on. Oh, wow. This coffee is amazing. Coffee is so good. Throwing money from the camera, people call me Raja Bank. That's funny. Yeah, exactly. We're a team. Now give me half your profits, okay? Raja Bhai, small people ko lift dete, read nahi karte, comment even appreciate, kar dein, kar diya ji, Faisal Iqbal. You know, this mentality, you know, the guy said Raja, you don't read the comments of small guys like us. Brother, if you will think that you are small, you will always stay small. Always you will stay small if you think you are small. You know, I never ever in my life I ever thought I'm small. Never ever. Ever in my life I ever thought I'm small. In my mind, I was always the top shit. In my mind, I knew I'm the best, I'm the greatest, I can do whatever I want in my mind. Oh wow, look at that. Gold is starting to push up now. Look at this 1 hour. 1 hour candle made a liquidity wick. And now we're breaking the high in the second half. This is the second half of the 1 hour candle. And now we are starting to push bullish in the second half of the 1 hour candle. Wow, incredible. Incredible the way it's moving now. Anita Corcel, Raja, my coworker, and I listen to you every morning and laugh. Your lives are so entertaining. Thank you. I appreciate it. Why can't trade a new what? Why we can't trade news event? Don't trade news event. You don't have to trade news event. What are you going to do trading news event? You're going to get slipped. You're going to lose. Then you're going to write an email to your broker. Oh, I lost on news. You slipped me. Like, broker's going to say, buddy, what do you expect is going to happen if you trade news? Do you find it easier to trade London session? Yes. What? Raja is from 2025. He time traveled back here, which is why he can call out the right trades. Yeah, probably. It doesn't happen every day. You sound like you will be good at trading. Yeah, I think so too. I think a lot of people have told me, start trading, you may become good. I don't know. I may also start a YouTube channel once I start to get good at some sort of a trading. Why not hold one position risk-free in case we break 2008? Yeah, let it break 2008. I just wanted to close my balance at 25,000, you know, so yeah, that's what I did. I lost 2 months profit. Oh, wow. I lost 2 months profit trading news. Wow. Yeah, see, that's what happens. Let's take a look at pound yen here. What's this slow ass turtle doing? Nothing. Pound yen is doing absolutely nothing. Garbage. Garbage. Pound yen is in garbage. Nothing happening. Pound yen. Pound yen is just chilling. So yeah. See that 30 minute? 30 minute has broken the high of the previous candle. Now I think it should continue to push up. It doesn't even have a lower wick either, which means that this 30 minute has so much bullish momentum that it didn't even bother. It didn't even try to make a lower wick. Load it up. All right. I love it. Absolutely love it. What pair are you trading? This was gold. Why don't you ditch GJ? It's trash and add on index like DAX. Yeah, I may do it. I may add DAX. I don't know. What music playlist we listening to? It's fire. I don't know. I just randomly downloaded songs. Yeah, that's it. What's your max loss per day? On this one, I was aiming to lose about $1,000, but I made 1,600, so we're good. Yeah, we're good. You want to see my stats here on gold? Look, This is also what you can see on CTrader. Look at this. Trade statistics. Look at that. I've made $12,000. Commission I've paid this much. Max drawdown has been 5%. Total trades I've taken 37. Winning trades I've had 20. Largest winning trade 4,000. Losing trade 17. Largest losing trade 4,000. This was news, obviously. Don't trade news. So yeah, average trade duration 17 minutes. Yeah. My biggest profit was $320,000 or something. This was on Russia-Ukraine thing. What do you think about crypto? Crypto is good. Yesterday, what did I do yesterday? Yesterday was not a loss, dumbass. It was $4,500 yesterday. It's just like what I said, Shaham Hashmi, क्यों अपने माँ बाप को जलील करते हो यार? अभी आपके मम्मी डैडी ये देख रहे होंगे कि शाम बेटा बैठे हुए हैं लाइव स्ट्रीम पे और किसी को मार रहे हैं, झुकते हैं. Why? अगर मैं लाइव स्ट्रीम में बैठा हूँ, आपको झुकते मार रहा हूँ, लेकिन मैं पैसे भी बना रहा हूँ एक साथ. Like I'm also making money, buddy. Do you prefer CTrader over MT5? To be honest, I've been using CTrader for about 2.5 weeks now, full time. I've been using it on my MacBook, been using it on my desktop over here. I've been using it on my phone for 2.5 weeks. And I would prefer CTrader. CTrader also has a built-in, simulator you can use. You can look at the calendar. You can look at the market hours. At the same time, your trade statistics are right there. You can also look at, what else is there? Symbol info, max lot sizes, your swap fees and all this. You can take a look at all that. So, I mean, and if we bring on MetaTrader at the same time, I'm going to bring up, so this is MetaTrader now. Of course, price is not moving because it's not connected. You just don't have all that information. Like it's basic, Of course, it's very famous because they were the first ones, but, they've done no innovation at all. But like here, man, you get so much shit. Like, look right here. If I want to take a trade and let's say I want to use 2 lots, I'm going to put 2 right here and I'm going to put a take profit. And take profit is going to be, let's say, at 17, 18 pips, right? So I can do this. I can also have a stop loss. And then it's going to tell you exactly how much you're going to lose, how much you're going to win. And then you can click buy or you can click sell, and the trade is going to open and you'll see exactly how much you're going to win, exactly how much you're going to lose. You can also add trading stops. You can add a comment why you're taking the trade. You can add limits like this. You can add stops like this. I mean, it's like so intuitive. Seriously, it's so. Why would you need that information? I mean, if you're a professional trader, you do need information, right? Like, look, a lot of people email us, what's the commission on gold? Well, it's right here. What's the swap fees? They are right here. 3-day swaps are right here. Weekend swaps are disabled. There are no weekend swaps, which means you pay less for swaps. At the same time, you make less with swaps. You got your depth of market. You got market sentiment. I mean, yeah, this information, man, it's just this. So, I guess this was a profitable session here, I would say. I've been on for about an hour and a half, and we made good money. We made money. Yeah, we made money. Money has been made over here. So good, so much better. So good, so much better. Okay. Do you think trading news on MT5 was better than CTrader? Price moves the same way everywhere, so there's no difference. TP for this trade, the TP is, the trade has already closed. Yeah, the trade has already closed. So, even before NY open, we're done. So anyway, guys, I'm going to head off. Take care. Don't overtrade. If you won trading this trade, just call it a day. How come you're able to open 10 lots on a 20K account? Because it's a 1 to 500 leverage. Look what also On C Trader, you can see. Look at this, guys. Look at this right here. So if I want to open, let's say 20 lots, I need my account to be $8,000. If I want to open 50 lots, I want my account to be $20,000, right? If I want to open 60 lots, my account needs to be 24,000. Okay, awesome. This is 1 to 500. So now I'm going to go to a 1 to 100 account, which is this one right here, 1 to 100. Right? 1 to 100. If I want to open 60 lots on a lower leverage, I want my account to be a $120,000 account. So see how with a lower leverage, you can risk less? Does this make sense to you? If I want to use 10 lots on this $12,000 account, I can't use, okay. For 10 lots, I need my account to be $20,000 on 10 lots to be able to use 10 lots. But now I'm going to go back to my account right here, $25,000. Where I have 1 to 500 leverage. So all these things, man, all these things, this is very important for a trader. If you're a professional trader, like having these tools, having this information at your disposal is absolutely very important. It's very, very important. Anybody know of prop firms that service US clients? No. All right. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna head off. Take care, everyone. The simulation session for tomorrow is not guaranteed. I repeat, is not guaranteed. It may be on Sunday, but it's not guaranteed for tomorrow anyway. But if it is, I'm gonna let you guys know on my Instagram. So take care. Have a good day, and we will see you on Monday next week. Adios. Okay, YouTube. Take good care of yourself. Have a safe weekend.